Good morning, guys. 5 a.m. here in Dubai. I'm on the way to the gym. I don't have that much time today. That's why I'm vlogging on the road. Today we will talk about the earnings season. All you need to know. Stay tuned, subscribe, and here we go. So it's earnings season on the stock market, guys, and today I wanted to tell you what are exactly the earnings and what is the earnings season, and all you need to know basically in one short video. So imagine to cut the year in 4 different quarters, okay? So January to March is Q1, April to June is Q2, and July to August, September is Q3, and October till December, October, November, December, Q4. And so basically after every quarter of this year, the companies start to release their numbers, okay? So, and everywhere in the world, so basically also on every stock market in the world, doesn't matter if it's Dubai, New York Stock Exchange, Germany, everywhere you basically have to, every company, public listed company, have to release their numbers every quarter, so 4 times per year. So basically you have to see that after every quarter, so end of March, end of June, and so on, the companies have a lot of work to gather and put the numbers together for the official release. And they obviously need some time to prepare those numbers. So the earnings season basically started after the quarter, so basically now, for example, now we are in July already, so 1 month after June, and the companies start to release their earnings and basically what the earnings are containing. So they are containing the revenue, the turnover, the costs, all the balance sheet basically, and how they did compare to last year, and what is the overall yearly performance. So this is obviously very, very important for the investors and shareholders who are invested in the company, because this is the only, or not only, but very important news that they will gather officially, and they can see how is the numbers going this quarter, how the quarter looks in retrospect compared to other quarters, how the company developed with their numbers, what is special about this quarter, and so on and so forth. So it's very, very important to follow this if you're invested in one company, to follow the process and the development of the company, to make sure that you're always on the top of the news, what's happening with this stock. So another important factor is basically that the numbers are being released just after or before the market close, because these numbers can obviously create a very, very volatile trading day, because the numbers can be very, very bad, or they can be very, very good, depending on the expectation of the market, which analysts and other companies, they basically analyze all the numbers, all the quarters, and they project what the company will release. And if this fit in the expectation, then of course, or even over deliver the expectation, the company stocks will rise. And on the contrary, if the company disappoint, then of course the stock can go down. And once the company release the numbers, the market is closed anyway. Everybody can put their orders into the system, and the price can be evaluated properly. Other than during the market, you don't have a chance if you are not directly at the market to act when the numbers are coming. So that's why the SEC, for example, this is the Security Exchange Commission in the US, make sure that these numbers are released only before or after the market close, so people have enough time to review the reports and also make their actions accordingly. Another important thing to know, so the earnings basically start with a report, and after that basically they create an earnings call, which is basically a call from the company with potential analysts and shareholders of the company. So basically you will have a real call, like a traditional call, really, that you can speak with the CEO or the CFO of the company, which gives them the feeling of being able to ask the questions that are important as an investor. So most of the time these earnings calls are open for journalists or analysts of big banks, or sometimes also shareholders can ask their questions. So this is also very important. So after the numbers, the earnings reports are released, also the earnings calls are following the same or the next day. So as you can see, the earnings are a very, very important part of the investing. Stay always on top of the earnings, because the earnings is the first indicator how the stocks will develop short and long term. I will put the link into the description to a calendar who is releasing their number first, and so you can have an overview. Maybe there's some companies that interest you that you would like to invest, and have a look on their earnings call or report. And if you have any other question, just comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget the grass is greener on the other side. See you tomorrow.